In the 4th century, Aristotle determined 3 proofs of the Earth's spherical shape, which still stand today. 1. When a ship exits a harbor onto the sea, it appears to go over the horizon. 2. As travelers ferry south, they see a changing array of stars above the southern horizon. 3. When there's an eclipse on the moon, the Earth's shadow is round. The Babylonians believed that the Earth was flat, surrounded by water and covered by a dome, and that there is a vast amount of water above the dome and below the flat Earth. The ancient Hebrews incorporated this cosmology into their beliefs, which in turn undergirds biblical text. Hence, in the book of Daniel, the king, quote, saw a tree of great height at the center of the earth, reaching with its top to the sky and visible to the earth's farthest bounds, unquote. In the 6th century, a Greek monk named Cosmas traveled as a merchant on the Red Sea and Indian Ocean. He visited India, Sri Lanka, Ethiopia, and Eritrea. Cosmas then retired to a cloister in Sinai, where he wrote his Christian topography. In it, he detailed the shape of the earth, according to the Bible, as a flat, rectangular plane, with Jerusalem at its center. The sun revolves around a northern mountain, circling its peak in summer and its base in winter. The flat earth lies arched over by the firmament, which separates us from heaven. But his influence didn't last. By the late Middle Ages, the flat earth conjecture had died among the educated, and Aristotle's view prevailed. By 1816, the scientific revolution that began with Copernicus during the Renaissance had shifted into a period of scientific romanticism, during which time many scientists came to believe that close observation of nature inferred a greater understanding of the self. In this year, Samuel Burley Robotham was born in Stockport, a small town of around 25,000 outside of Manchester in northwest England. The town's economy centered around hat manufacturing. Robotham, a fundamentalist, sometimes socialist, and a patent medicine salesman, was most famous under his pseudonym Parallax. It was as Parallax that he became famous as a flat earth theorist and lecturer. Robotham died in London in 1884. By that year, his hometown of Stockport had reached a population of over 100,000 people and was exporting more than 6 million hats a year. Robotham was buried in what was then called the Crystal Palace Cemetery. Today, the cemetery is a jumble of sunken headstones, the names of the deceased washed away by a century of rain. In 1823, Alfred Russel Wallace was born in Llanbedog, Wales, to a middle-class family who were enduring a period of financial decline. He was the 7th of 9 children. When Wallace died in Broadston in the southwest of England in 1913, it was suggested that the grand old man of science should be buried in Westminster Abbey beside Charles Darwin. Wallace had expressed his wishes, which his wife and family agreed with, that he would be buried in Broadston, the town where he had spent his last years. His wife was unable to attend the funeral due to her own ill health. A fossil tree trunk was erected over Wallace's grave. It sits atop a base made of Purbeck stone. Purbeck stone is found in a layer of the earth littered with the fossils of dinosaurs and marine life. It was first quarried in southern England by the Romans and has been used for the construction of tombs ever since. His monument has become a host to a multitude of organisms.